7-1 versus Evil Geniuses, 7-5 versus Evil Geniuses, 9-3 versus Loud. And then they lost to Evil Geniuses in a rematch on this map where they only went 4-8. But certainly if NRG can do some damage here, set the tempo, maybe they can carry that over. Really going to be keeping my eyes on Sam and the way that they're going to utilize this Astra. Those stars often really indicative of how teams want to attack on this map, and you can see 2 stars out and a full presence from Team Liquid to respond.
Quick turn for the flash, and instant dash out of save, but still managing to find one as the distraction swing comes in from Redgar. 2 members left standing now on the side of NRG. Spike gonna be grabbed up by Sam. Finesse also arrives, but made a bit of a splash there. Save having built up yet another dash, uses it, but then runs out of bullets as he swung out wide. Still though, put Sam and Finesse down to 75. Just swap out, grab another ghost, and start drifting their way over towards this A site through the sewer where Nats is ready and waiting. No.
He's pushing past.
Okay.
But that's okay, they're not going there.
They start drifting back into mid.
FNS loves these double pumps.
This could end up being good for them. Redgar, the lone player right now on this B site, and he's down to 44 health. You get him cleanly, you should be able to potentially isolate the other 2 players as some, 1v1s or a 2-on-1.
30 seconds left.
Finesse avoiding showing his head until right then. Redgar gets him. Now turns his back, expecting the pressure coming in from Garage. Sam does manage to find it, now in a position where he just might be able to clutch this one up, but needs to be clean with it. Where they didn't have the split approach before, this time TL, they're the ones who are splitting. He'll be up in heaven. Nats getting ready to swing the corner from Garage. The flash going his way. He's trying to wait from it, but then Nats takes the timing, gets the kill, and Liquid will get themselves another pistol win.
Yeah, I love this from Team Liquid. The way that they read this setup towards mid, read these double stars, are able to avoid significant damage. I mean, they take pretty decent amount of damage, but it isn't catastrophic from the gravity well. And then the swing out there, expecting the pressure from NRG at the beginning of the round, but then the flash to set up Nats at the end there from Yampi. Great patience once again here from Team Liquid. Wonderful coordination. I love that angle Redgar took as well. Really difficult for NRG to do anything about it unless they expect it. And, FNS there just sticking his head out enough to give Redgar the information and the ability to react to get that first kill. Even though Sam recovers, it's still just such a difficult setup with Nats lurking so early in that round, pushing so much space so fast. Just gives Team Liquid all the ability to read the map, to rotate to where they need to go.
Smoke out in the mid, NRG looking like they want to try to play off of this one as Crashies gets ready for a potential pop flash through. Does send it. Yampi is sent sprinting back, sucked away over towards stairs. Clear out of the trap wire. Meanwhile, Nats taking a hell of a lot of damage. Re-swings, stabilizes for one, but cannot get the other. Flash out, the frenzy spray goes. Yampi falls. Saving up something to this Nebula to push out, but he's not ready for Crashies to be right up in front of him. Redgar now not ready for Finesse. Soulcast arrives. It's a bloodbath, but one that NRG can absolutely win.
Spike planted.
Weapon not recovered, Victor. Wrapping around towards stairs, that will get him a rifle in hand. Grabbing up that Vandal. Now the question is, does he find the timing? Because Soulcast is out in the open. Working his way forward, he finds it, and NRG flip the script here in the second round, winning out.
This is just absolutely messy. A lot of 1v1s being taken here by Team Liquid, and that gives NRG the ability to trade off of them. Nats re-peeking here with that gun advantage, just so much confidence, but he isn't really able to convert. Nerdy taking a lot of damage, and then Safe not expecting that close angle coming out of the smoke.
Just do. What did you do?
Just do it, that's right.
Well, they did. And now it's going to be mostly Sheriffs and a Ghost here for the side of Liquid, as they look to replicate that success and get a thrifty of their own. Yampi just sitting within the Nebula for now, taking a couple blind shots through. Here's at least 2 weapons, so knows there's going to be some hefty presence here in mid. Safe was on the rope previously. Does he think about going for it again? If they can flash him in, it could be quite opportunistic for them. There it is, Victor, though, looking to hold the line. They will find Artis at the end of it all. A little bit of damage on the Victor, but still does come away with another elimination for himself as the nade pushes them back.
Got the heal though. Can recover this rifle for Team Liquid. So honestly, this isn't too bad. Still keeping themselves in this. Gonna leave finesse on a lurk in sewers here as the rest of NRG moves over to the site to set up for the plant. Pushing spaces, Sam towards spawn. Right on his heels is Victor. Sam, big one coming, and Soulcast gets the better of him.
He can't stabilize the Bulldog game fast enough to be able to find the elimination. Soulcast gets the headshot, but Victor now finds himself with a third elimination. Safe spotted, the Seekers cleared out. 2v3, now 1. There's Nats. Swings around to the back alley, but the ping is coming down. Seems like NRG have a very good sense of where he's going to be positioned. As Victor and Crashies both watch the angle.
Surely, there's just not enough time at this point. Just
yeah.
Maybe looking for an exit frag. Not going to happen.
Some damage is what he was looking for, but instead it's just going to be death. 4 kills for Victor and a monsters round here on the raises. NRG will move up 2-1, but now we swing back into a buy round for the side of Team Liquid to see if they can bring us to a tied-up scoreline, as they have been doing pretty much throughout this entire series so far.
Yeah, some decent ideas here from Team Liquid. Catching Artis out with that utility, like you said, setting up for that flash very nicely to clean him out, getting a gun upgrade at least. And Soulcast winning a big battle there on the back of site, but Victor quick to react, quick to really bail out his teammates. A flash here towards the top of ramp. Trailblazer as well. But this is just kind of all information gathering for NRG. No real lean in towards any executes. They're fanned out all over the place. Just gonna spam down the wall into mid. A star towards male, potentially here for NRG to use to take some space. A lot of it being given up by the side of Team Liquid. It's just Soulcast on that Sage, watching from one side, Nats' trap on the other. And they're playing really towards anti-execute here onto these sites to just really prevent NRG from really gaining any steam.
Well, Safe is starting to go on a bit of a walkabout. Sam tucked into the corner there on the astral form. Safe just continues to press up. Redguard having to send a smoke real quick. Safe continuing the swing, finds one. That's going to be a spike noted as well. Sam not making any noise as he cuts his way across. Slow out, and Crashy's head spotted. Soulcast doesn't whip the shot. Finds the kill. Now they have to try to get Sam back in with them. And as the trap wire gets cleared, gives a bit more evidence that it's going to be A, and Yumpy just shuts down that double blast pack entry. Cam set up, finesse noted, tagged. Has to pull back, has to remove it. But time is dwindling. Yumpy pushing forward, puts some damage down onto him, but now they know, yeah, that they just cannot possibly get themselves onto site. They just have to go ahead and call up the attack. The time will dwindle down. Liquid will get themselves tied up at 2-2 once more. Decent damage still. 2 weapons going to be carried over, but obviously cash in the bank here for the side of NRG, so not going to be too softened up going into this next round.
Yeah, I mean, Team Liquid just being really diligent at the edges of the map here, giving up that space. Soulcast doing a great job playing his life there, up from male, up towards having a B there. Really making it difficult for NRG to get that crunch set up. That allows that B main space to be taken by Safe to get that important kill, to get the spike down. And then they know there's not much presence at A. And of course, with the trap wires there, inside of ropes, they're able to really confirm where the movements are going to be. This fast hit, though, shut right down by Yumpy.
It's double stacked, and Yumpy finds the kill. Another play noted. I mean, Artis just sitting here existing with this dart in his chest. Dolph goes across. He would love an opportunity to finally remove this, but they need to gain some form of control. He finally will be able to go ahead and rip it out. Now they're fairly stuck.
Everyone is here from Liquid.
I mean, they just have to kind of pour their way through this one, but they're just going to get shut down. Clean here from the side of TL, establishing such a firm hold over A. And Sam, once again, this time in his own spawn rather than in the vents, just has to sit back and hold on to this weapon.
There's not much he can do. Hold on to that Cosmic Divide for next time. He is just going to plant his feet, and just a great reaction here from Team Liquid. I mean, Yampi just, with a Bulldog even, able to kind of anticipate, or at least react, I should say. That's probably a better way to turn it. Turns that flash, and Safe is there with him. And again, all hands on deck for Team Liquid to just crunch on top of NRG. And like you were talking about, not able to remove that dart.
We're still in the same round, by the way.
Oh, are you sure? I mean,
just letting you know, roll the replay now. Why not?
Yeah.
So much time to burn because it was just over in the blink of an eye.
10 seconds left.
NRG trying to up that pace, but it's brought down to a screeching halt. And hey, there you go. Round's over. What do we do now, though? We don't have a replay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Roll it again.
Now it's just us. I don't know.
Shots of the players, perhaps.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, maybe a little audience shots. There you go. Nice.
Well, that's going to be as well for some further delay before we get back into the action. A timeout called by NRG. Again, just feeling this pressure very early on. Chet wanting to reestablish some semblance of control.
Yeah, and now you've got some big ultimates on both sides. NRG, that showstopper in the Cosmic Divide, can use that to really gain some space and secure a plant, set up for a post plant. Still the res though now for Soulcast, as he's been having a phenomenal half here, 6-3. Bladestorm for Safe, Seekers for Yampi, but Bladestorm probably just gonna be kept in the back pocket. Those Seekers to confirm that information gonna be really useful to counter potentially that Cosmic Divide, to kind of figure out how the defensive formation potentially is gonna be set up behind NRG if they can get that Cosmic Divide down even. See how Team Liquid wants to set this up. Maybe expecting some kind of fast hit here. A lot of teams, you know, when they have that showstopper, well, I guess we live in the realm of the Pacific. So when you have a showstopper, that generally means just blast pack, GG, go, you know, just fly in there. Seen that so many times from Jing, but let's see, I think NRG maybe might be a little slower. I think they're going to be a little bit more methodical. They're going to spread out with some of their Astra Stars.
I mean, we'll have to see what they decide to do, but Artis is going in with his attack operator. Gonna try to find a pick over here at A. You can see Yampi just playing back. Whether or not he anticipates the op, it's hard to say, but definitely anticipating some form of presence. So doesn't even want to peek the ramp.
Well, and Liquid here, you know, NRG's expecting either Liquid's going to try to get ahead of the showstopper or play behind it. And now you're kind of getting the sense, you would think, that they're playing behind it. But if you actually look at where Safe is positioned, Redgar's kind of baiting for him over onto B. We'll see if that comes into play, as it looks like now they're going to drift in more towards these stars that they have at mid. Spike's still in Ramen, hasn't moved. Slow orb here just to buy a little bit of time for Team Liquid. The wall now invested as well, as they want nothing to do with this showstopper. It's in fact going to be towards ropes now for Victor. He might be able to cut off these Seekers. They're not going to get too much info off of this.
Just one. Still flying through. He'll eventually clear it. Still, though, no closer to the site quite just yet. 30 seconds remaining.
left.
Trap wire just at the top of the rope. Flash goes in the check towards ramp. It actually did connect over on a finesse for a bit of an audio cue. Showstopper now drawn out. So just back away from the corners. Victor just gonna send it, hoping for a Hail Mary connection. Nate as well to check back sight. Poison Orb comes down, Yampi pushing forward, finds Crashies. Victor trades it back. Blast back out to try to slow any approach down. As the res will come in, Soulcast dragging Yampi right back into the round. Finesse pulls away. Artis with a peek into heaven, finds Safe, drops down, gets himself tucked away over towards main. Just waiting for another target. And now this becomes so very difficult if you're Liquid to try to push your way back into this site. Flash is not available. Now it's just going to be dead. Victor completely shuts down the screen's approach. Edgar is still trying to get himself in from that angle, and Victor will find yet another 4K, his second one here in the first 6 rounds of this map. This man is fired up on the raise, and he helps NRG tie the score 3-3.
Yeah, I really like the way that Team Liquid is starting this round off, being really patient, making sure they can get that res off safely. They don't take any damage from the showstopper. The Cosmic Divide and the showstopper, sure, it gives them the ability to get into that plant. But then Team Liquid has a full 5-man for the retake. However, it's so well handled with the crossfires from NRG and Artis hitting a big op shot. And then Victor with yet another 4K, 9 kills, 8 of them in 2 different rounds. And he's been super impactful on that raise. And some stability found here now for NRG after dropping 2 in a row. And they can continue to kind of keep these edges under pressure. Both of the wide angles being covered right now by Victor on one side, Artis on the other. That double duelist composition that NRG loves to lean into. Really able to keep control of those flanks, make sure that someone like Nats isn't going to be doing what he did in the pistol round and coming at you from an unexpected angle. Now once again, going to hear the dog coming, going to be cleared. No presence towards those 2 players, and Sewers noted off of that. They hid themselves. Safe, going to try to go for a potential peek, but here's that dog and says, nah, we don't want to reveal this presence of this operator just yet.
Backs off, cleared by Yampi. The op now getting ready for the swing, and Artis whips the shot. He had the peak advantage, was holding the line, and it's safe with the short. He takes down Finesse. Victor jumping in over the top as the trap wire is cleared.
30 seconds left.
Just tucked away. Redgar TPing up top. Himself safe. 5 members strong though, as they will go ahead and use the neural theft and identify all 3 player locations on the side of NRG. The second ping goes across. Crashy's now trying to reposition, get himself into an unsuspected spot. Just up against the wall here alongside that Nebula, and he's waiting this out patiently. Oh dear, he sees 2, potentially even the 3rd, whips the first shot, safe swings the corner, finds another one. Bladestorm going to be pulled out, but he gets taken down in midair. The hold to half, the punch with the shorty, and Som will get 3 of his own to regain the lead.
Unbelievable, the spam from NRG gives them 2 huge kills. Even with that neural theft, Yampi's going over there to clear out Som. It just never happens. Yampi goes all the way through Ramen towards B main to clear out Som, and Som's having none of it.
1 enemy remaining.
And then even after that early kind of fumble from Artis at the beginning against Safe, should have the opportunity there, holding the angle, should have the advantage. Not able to get it. Safe able to get a double out of it, and yet still NRG recovers. This is what makes them so scary. The reactions that they have, the way that they position themselves is so good.
An incredible run back in the round, and yeah, Liquid immediately wanting to pump the brakes. Again, neither of these teams have been wanting to allow, I mean, this goes without saying, but wanting to allow the other team to be able to break away from them. They have been neck and neck, you know, at the beginning of these maps. And Liquid, they want to bring this to a 4-4 half. But a fantastic turnaround from Victor Som. Crashy's just playing it out to absolute perfection. Showing that discipline, knowing that he could get more. Yeah, it was a little bit whippy, but it still was enough to catch him off guard to really scramble Liquid on that retake.
Exactly. It's just so fun to watch these 2 teams. I mean, so many good ideas and so many little micro plays like the coaches were talking about in their kind of between map interviews that really kind of make or break some of these rounds. And it looked like it might have been NRG who was going to be on the wrong side of one of those that time with the Safe double. But instead, it's them swinging the round. Now Safe out early with this op. Som's going to throw up a smoke there, but quickly dissipates it. Som's still in that corner. He's been there a couple times now. And now he's kind of got a potentially rough exit. Safe might be able to punish this.
I mean, it would be a really bold push-up to try to swing that corner, especially just given the form that Som has been in so far here in this map. He's still inching up though. Som setting the trap, patiently waiting and hoping that Safe is going to take the bait.
They're kind of reading something that worked for Team Liquid previously when they got aggressive out of B main like that. So they're anticipating it.
Hawk through from Crashies. Just gets an audio cue out onto the site. Still a good deal of ambiguity as far as where somebody could be positioned off that. Trap wire set up as well. Made up over the top, blast pack entering the cages, coming through, Safe. Finally finds him, Som swinging out, ends up getting taken down, Safe down. Though needs to book it across the side of the map to try to help reinforce his team. Victor finding 2, Soulcast Nats now gonna be taken down. As Victor keeps their hopes alive. The showstopper as well in the back pocket, should he think it's necessary, but I don't think it will be. Yampi now gone, and with an operator in hand, you have to just run away. Team Liquid have to concede the round and allow for NRG to get a 2-round stretch lead.
And NRG here able to avoid the trap wires of Nats is a big part of the reason they're able to get through. You know, Mimi was talking about this on the desk, that they were having a tough time on Ascent dealing with some of Nats' utility. And here now they just avoid it. They just completely just go right down towards screens, just bypassing all of those wires. There was one to the cubby on the left, there was one on the right from the front of the site over towards that back wall. And instead, Victor just pushes right in towards screens, and it pays off. And that's huge for NRG. And even though they lose Sam on the backside in the middle of all of this, they're taking complete control of the back of the site. Okay, Safe is gonna get
parting
finesse.
gift.
Yeah, parting gift there, yeah.
One additional kill found for himself. Pass the weapon on, operator back in his hands, but yeah, I mean, Victor has just continued to be absolutely monstrous. 12, 4, and 3 right now on the raise. Double the next person's kill count here on his team. He's very much the lobby leader. But what a just disjointed economic situation right now for the side of Liquid. An operator in the company of a Bucky.
That's the counter of the Viper's Pit, I made. Of course, you're going to hold Mail, but the Viper's Pit as well in play for Finesse. And shotguns can be really useful in helping deal with that really powerful Viper ultimate. Now another crunch coming through towards mid as Safe has once again gotten really aggressive with this operator, trying to hold the angle. But the utility here from Crashies should be able to identify it. Now he has to pop a dash.
Yep, updraft over the top, gets himself in there. Showstopper in the meantime at the ready. Victor looking for a target. His artist has already taken down Redgar here on the site. Showstopper sent up. Not going to find anything. They tuck away in the middle to keep himself safe, but this long rotate here from Finesse. Nats tap the camera right now. May just be able to see him, but it's not going to happen. He's just swinging through, pressing past screens. Made out to Alley to go ahead and delay. Buys that much more time for Finesse's backstab to find even more impact.
See, Liquid does not want to commit this operator. Oh, Yampi!
Gets the shutdown on a 1. The high-low stack, though, in back sight. It proved to be difficult. Artist, though, not even going to wait for that one. Just swings out, challenges the fight, finds one. Sam holds the line. As Nats will get taken down, and Soulcast with a Bucky. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can. Takes down Finesse, swaps over to the operator, and goes ahead and gets the hell out of there. But round win still goes the way of NRG. Now it's 6 with this double duelist composition. And Team Liquid likely starting to sweat.
Oh, and you gotta love the way Finesse plays this round and the way that they buy time for him to really make that long lurk happen. Team Liquid has that safety valve there up from heaven to make sure that the operator's recovered. But it's just, of course, with the weaker weapons, a really difficult ask, and NRG very aware of the situation, not giving Safe any opportunities with that operator. No kills in that round from him. And now the money going to be heavily invested here for the side of Liquid. Even a Guardian going to be found. A judge for Artist with that Blade Storm.
Again, looking for that op setup, but Nebula comes through. Yeah, Artist rushing forward, just following the Trailblazer. Eventually we'll be able to get that one. Takes quite a bit of damage to the wall, but it's okay. Crashies can patch up those boo-boos.
Just give it a little kiss.
Yep. And now the pace where it was
or you can
getting ready to get out of hand.
Be like my dad, just tell me to walk it off, rub some dirt on it.
Rub some dirt on it,
yeah.
Everything coming to a screeching halt. Because of the ambiguity here, Seeker's going to be used. Yampi wanting to know exactly where they're at. Safe. Oh, surely not. Just about be a death sentence. Flash at the ready, goes up the wall, and he tries to get the shot instead of just backpedaling through it, but Artist finds that kill in the end. B site opened up, but this is going to be the attack coming over towards A, where right now it is only Soulcast waiting. He hears the noise. Aid not going deep enough to hit him. Boombot clears out onto the site. TP across, and no, they're gonna double back. They're starting to work their way back through, over towards B, and as you were pointing out, yeah, Nats trying to get the catch in mid, but he just cannot win out the fight. He ends up falling, as does Yampi. No way to interrupt the plant, no way for Soulcast to get anything done. Sam catches him completely off guard, and NRG are looking to lock in 7. Redgar will find 1. He's gonna try to go ahead and grab a weapon, but hello, it's Finesse on a rope.
If Team Liquid had been able to stabilize just a little bit after NRG shifted back again, so they start out a little bit towards B, Artist sells a brilliant fake along with this Cosmic Divide, then they go over to A. They don't like what they see there, and they shift back in. Redgar had TP'd into sewers in the middle of all of this and had a really good pivot position, but the rest of his team crumbled around him and is only able to find 1. So NRG just continuing to have phenomenal rounds. Viper's Pit still for Finesse. He never used his lockdown in the first half of Ascent.
Yeah.
So, you know, ultimates are just kind of a...
This is a suggestion.
Yeah,
It's there
exactly.
if you feel like you need it.
You don't have to hit the ultimate button.
If they can get a nice little foothold on one of these sites, you can be damn sure that we're going to be seeing that, if not in this round, then the next one. Just make it completely unassailable. Soulcast just slow creeping down. Melody's good for 2! What in the hell? Now Safe pushes out. Flash deep into Ramen, not sure if they get the confirmation, but either way, the spike is going to be dropped and it's going to be walled off. Some having to break through, and Soulcast finds a 3rd. Now looking for the 4th, and he has it! Absolutely gorgeous W Key gaming from Soulcast to turn the pace around. Liquid take the round 4-7. See if they can make this a 5th, but it's just clean.
Nasty. Absolutely phenomenal from Soulcast. A much needed breath of fresh air here for Team Liquid, as that had been 5 rounds in a row for NRG. Now you can stabilize. Last round and a half. Big question for me.
Oh my God, Artis!
Even with the aim punch.
Yeah, just quick hit. Safe taken down. Granted, Res is available from Soulcast, but they need to open up so much space to try to get him back into the mix. Nat's going to be taking a little bit of damage there from the paint shells as Victor goes rushing forward. Flashes are flying. He's trying to leap his way back around the side, and Nats is already taken out. Finesse getting that kill. And Som wants to try to cover this Res, it would seem. Pit now invested. 3v4. Som tucked away. Redgar TP's into the smoke, and Som, he's aware of it. Pings it out, but he doesn't want to push in. He doesn't want to play this aggressively. He wants Redgar to come to him. And he does just that. Moves his way out, quickly dealt with. Safe. They only know the real location of 1 player here. Som notes Soulcast there for just a brief little moment. Now Safe going to be spotted, and Finesse cleans up a 3rd off the back of the pit. NRG closing out the half, 8-4 in the lead.
So all things being considered, if you were to say that this is both teams' better side of their map, certainly NRG comes out ahead in that affair. And a big part of it is Victor. Finesse finally able to get that Viper's Pit down. Artist with a phenomenal shot to open up this round. Sure, he's not having the best map, but he came up with a big opener. And then just reading the back line so well is Som. I gotta give Som a lot of credit. He's doing a great job on the flanks for NRG.
That's the first time for NRG to be in the lead here at the half. We're gonna throw back over to Yinsu and the rest of the desk to break down the action here.
Thank you very much, Seth and Paper Thin. What a start it is for NRG as well, Bayer. They just look so clean, and you can see why they choose this comp for this attack side.
Yeah, exactly. You can see it time after time. I think the Artist was having a rough start, but it doesn't matter. The evolution of the plan throughout the half was great. We could see it also in the late round, which I think was the most important. In so many bits, they were they were postponing the plan a lot just because they needed to secure, they needed to break some utility. I love this round that we're seeing right now, number 6, right after that timeout, right after that conversation where we see Artists going on the operator, and actually an NRG that is really capitalizing on the ultimates that they're using to create that pressure onto sites.
Against this NRG composition, there's always going to be that temptation when they're playing these really slow attacking mid-rounds to get aggressive on extremities and try and get information. Whenever Liquid went for rounds like that, NRG's fast reactions to push on the other side were excellent. And with this double duelist comp, they're so good at overwhelming site anchors. Even Nats really couldn't hold up to these hard executes.
Especially on that second round, right after Team Liquid gets the pistol, they just overwhelm Nats on his comfort zone. On B, he has his trap wires, he has his camp, and everything gets overruled and overrun by NRG.
And despite this being the defensive side in double duels, this is where NRG are strong. They're really good at re-clearing in the mid-round and playing fast flood retakes with this double duelist. Team Liquid need to figure out how to shut down the pace of these faster executes.
Yeah, not just that. If Team Liquid don't find a way, they will be eliminated from Masters Tokyo as the #1 seed from EMEA. Paperthin and Achilles, I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the second half.
Nor can I, so let's go ahead and get right back down to brass tacks. NRG, lead in their hands. A pistol from here could spell absolute disaster from Liquid. We'll see who is going to be able to draw that first blood as we get ready to go into this one. Goes across the board aside from Soulcast here on TL. Sam just going for a quick little jiggle peek, but we'll back away.
Sam not really interested in holding this back up to heaven. Trailblazer out here. All the information needed for NRG to make their rotations. Everybody heading in towards the B site now. As you can see, Safe is pushing in towards spawn already.
Default
Grenade.
plan, that's going to force Yampi back. Oh, okay, still, yeah, will eat
Safe.
a decent amount of damage. Safer on the back, however, only gets a couple taps on the crashies to get him down to 10 HP, but does not find the elimination. Redgar, saw him TP up here onto the Raptor. Waiting, but his attention's being pulled from either side. He doesn't know which way to look, and now he's got to look over towards heaven as Soulcast gets taken out. That's finding one, but now Redgar fallen. 2 members left standing. Low HP bars on the side of NRG, but it is not low enough. They cannot find anything aside from the 1 kill. With 4 members left standing, NRG will take another pistol round for themselves, and they will now move up 9-4.
Yeah, heartbreaking here for NRG, but playing delay for that retake, that grenade, just to buy a little bit of extra time to prevent Yampi from getting that spike down quickly. Really gives them kind of the time they need to sort of settle themselves. Safe cleared successfully. That allows them to storm through the site. Everybody doing a good job there, checking all their corners, not falling to any of the kind of unusual positions that Team Liquid tried to set up in that post plant. Now Team Liquid heading in towards A, up the ramp. Oh, that grenade did a ton of damage.
Yeah, I mean, Soulcast had 2. And that's probably saying, hey, can you heal me? I'm just like, no, I can't. He actually did. Never mind. That's interesting.
I should heal myself, right?
Soulcast, you're top fragging. It's not, so it's fine.
Yeah, I think I would do the same. When you're a Sage, you gotta be selfless. You gotta heal your teammates, right?
Sure.
It's Nats' Sage.
I'm sure if most Sages out there, if you could resurrect yourself, they would do that.
How dare you? How dare you besmirch the Sage players?
Safe, getting ready. Peek out. Elbow shows for just a moment. Warning shots to send them, drive them back over towards the site. Safe trying to watch, but you can tell there's just indecision right now. Liquid trying to figure out what is the best way to try to approach this one. There's not really a good answer to that. And that's will find Som. Finesse gets Nats. Now it's all on Safe, and he gets taken down to the end. NRG, they reach double digits. 10-4, and Team Liquid, they want to stay in this. They need to start clawing their way back in right now.
No doubt about it. And we talked a lot about how good NRG is on their attacker side of Split, and you saw it. They're not bad at all on their defender side. A lot of times they just straight up don't get to play too many rounds on their defender side because they blow teams out of the water. But
Victor
again,
has a 3.0 KDA right
he's doing pretty good. He's having a pretty good map, Achilles.
That he is.
I'm giving it a pretty high score right now.
Artist looking to go really aggro here. Just wants to try to spray down, get rid of the dog. Safe pushes into the cyber cage, will find crashes, but Artist gets one back. Make things nice and even. An attempt there at the grab nade combo. Artist gonna be forced to dash as he once again gets darted and chipped away at. Gives up that A main control, at least for the time being, but Liquid still not feeling comfortable enough to even remotely start pushing forward off of this.
Yeah, but you'll take that exchange as NRG. You're able to keep your rifle. Artist able to survive through all of that. You take Safe out of there. So that entry for the side of Team Liquid is that much more difficult as they begin to make their way in towards mid. Soulcast, who's having a phenomenal map for Team Liquid, gonna lead the way. The reinforcements are here from NRG. Victor right behind Finesse.
Shot goes out, Snake Bite to try and delay. Could still double back to A, and with the spike, getting ready to exit to on that side of the map, it seems like it's going to be the call. Soulcast perhaps just going to be hovering here, trying to sell that this is going to be the approaches. Yeah, the wall will come up. Rotation begins. Artis starting to make his way over, but no. Waits it out, drifts back towards A. Can he find impact? Smoke now coming down. It's too late to try to push out of it from here, and also just gets pinged right there into the shoulder, down to 41 health. Spike planted, 12 seconds to spare. Liquid in control. NRG gonna look to wrest that away from them. Drop down, Nat's ready for it. Gets a punish on the one. It's limited util here for NRG. Trying to retake this one, a boom bot to clear an angle. That's about it.
Victor gonna blast back over the trap wire.
But Redgar hears this.
Yep.
They are perfectly aware, but Soulcast still losing out of the fight as Victor continues to deliver, but that trap wire comes in clutch. It locks him in place. Nat swings, finds that kill, leaving just Yampi now. Needs to try to find the elimination, gets onto it, it's not held to half, so Artis cannot do anything here. It's a round victory for the side of Team Liquid, but it is not nearly as clean as they would love it to be. No one surviving, no weapons carried over. Yes, they do get Artis in the end with a spike explosion, but there's just a decent amount of cash stacked up here for NRG, so Liquid still gonna be fighting back with half armor, it would seem.
And the impact that Victor is still having here, but it's that kind of that layered defense that Nats is able to provide, gives them just enough information there to clear him out before that showstopper can maybe stop this map and this match.
3 Bulldogs. Purchases necessitated. How that all went. No opportunity to build up a bank.
Judge for Artis in male. Trying to see if he can recreate some of Soulcast's success from male there. Flash is going to confirm though. Response is the smoke from Som for NRG. As they, one player on each side watching the flanks. Finesse.
Finesse just coming away with it. Spike was dropped, now picked up. That, I mean, that's your flashes gone. Not just the paranoia to try to work with. Boombot gets cleared. These smokes start to dissipate. Slow out. Victor pulls back, but Artis has just been quietly and patiently waiting, and now he strikes. 2 kills picked up. Swap over on the weapon. Nats is hovering around as the poison orb will get dropped. Artis with a quick little dash keeps himself safe, doesn't take any damage. And then Spike. I mean, it seems like, yeah, the call has to be made that this is unretrievable.
But they're pressing. They're already in sewers. Victor's wants a challenge, and it's not going to work out. Nats just barely able to win that out. 21 HP left for him. But still, this is great stuff here from Artis. It's safe. Does a double take there. He checked that corner first and then pulls away from it instantly, not really kind of reacting to Artis just sitting there in male with a shotgun. And that gives him 2. Artis then so keenly there, pulls back. He comes in, takes a duel with Nats, and then immediately dashes out, realizes he isn't gonna get the better of it maybe, and just plays defense, waits for the help from his teammates.
Yeah.
So I want to give Artis a lot of credit in that round. I mean, not just because he has a judge in male, anybody, you know, that's not the most difficult thing in the world to pull off, but it's the reaction after that.
Yeah, not overheating.
Yes, exactly.
Just keeping cool, calm, and collected, very well aware that, you know, yes, they had enough money to buy into that round to still have some great firepower, but anything beyond that would have been pretty punishing to them. So wants to hold on and retain as much as they possibly can. And yeah, I mean, you can see just completely and utterly frazzled are safe and Soulcast on that approach into male. Well, 2 weapons held on to here for the side of Team Liquid. Everything else very much weakened up. Full flash connecting. Artis lingering forward. Catches Redgar. Is Finesse.
Oh my.
Oh, this could be absolutely disgusting. Up over the top of the box. Finds one. Drops down. Safe. Still within the smoke. Swings out on the back of the Seeker, but it doesn't matter. Finesse is just fast enough to take him out. Also takes the aggressive fight versus Soulcast. Yep. That's a headshot across onto Artist, but Crashy swings around into main to clean it up, and NRG are now at match point, looking to send the #1 EMEA seed home.
And it's Finesse again with a phenomenal multi-kill here. The way he changes position, gets up on top of that box. Nats, as smart as he is, has no idea. The Seekers come out, and Finesse expects the swing out of the smoke. Reacts so nicely to it there. Gets the final kill. Unbelievable stuff here. 15 and 8 for Finesse, having a whale of a map once again for NRG.
He's climbing up the standings with every single round that goes around, and nearly has another pit. So an orb, an early kill, and that's one of these sites completely locked off. And as Liquid, in desperation, call this timeout to see what they can get done, but it would have to be a 7 consecutive round run back to deny this away from NRG, and even then, it's only into overtime. What a miracle it would be, and I would love to see it. But right now, it just feels like the odds, the deck, that they're stacked against Team Liquid.
Think about this, Achilles. We're about to lose another #1 seed. First, the NA #1 seed went down. Now the EMEA #1 seed potentially about to fall. And that would just leave Paper Rex from Pacific as the last #1 seed standing from our 3 main regions. Of course, EDG. I mean, I can't wait, but it's neither here nor there. Last round, Crashies has the Seekers, and that's sitting on his ultimate. Neural Theft, Artist with the blades. But Artist has been really good these last couple rounds. It's a fast one.
That it is. Trying to change things up. Artist just updrafting so they can avoid any potential spray through that smoke. Cuts back, but Victor shuts down, save that Judge, finding nothing now. It's not gonna be good enough, but it does not matter. The rest of NRG, they counteract the aggression, they shut it down. And they will be sending Team Liquid home. NRG will stick alongside EG as the second representative here from America, still in the tournament. And the #1 seed from EMEA will be taking an early trip back, leaving Fnatic all on their lonesome to represent the region.
And a huge round of applause from the crowd here in Japan. They loved what they saw. Certainly a phenomenal match. Certainly everything we wanted out of these two teams. Tremendous resilience from Team Liquid. And NRG just had so much here.